Like I said from Karthik, Karthik's question for Sadhguru is, as Hinduism is not a religion of the book, unlike the Abrahamic faiths, then how does Sadhguru define who is a Hindu and what makes a person a Hindu? And Sadhguru, you know that this has also become a very political discussion in the past, where the RSS chief suggested that everybody was Hindu, civilized, you know, when you look at the civilization, every Indian is Hindu. And a lot of the minority said, why? Why should we get up and call ourselves Hindu?
What I'm going to say is going to go way ahead of whatever RSS might have said. I don't know what he said.
In what way?
I'm saying an earthworm born in this land is a Hindu earthworm. Now this is shocking from me.
Yes, what does it mean?
Let me tell you.
Yes.
Because it comes from this, a land that lies between the Himalayas and the Hindu Sagara, which is today called as the Indian Ocean.
So you're saying it's geographical?
It is geographical. If you can call an elephant born in Africa as an African elephant, an earthworm born in this land is Hindu. First we must come to this because there is no particular belief that a Hindu can say, this is my belief. You can believe whatever you want and still be a Hindu because it's geographical. It's like being Indian. That's why we say Hindustan. When we said Hindustan, we did not mean a particular religion. We just meant the land. We became reverential about these two geographical features because we understood it was these two features which protected us and nurtured our civilization.
But doesn't it have a different connotation today?
Today,
it may
yes.
have been geographical.
See, how it is politically used is not my thing. All I am saying is when we utter the word Hindu, we mean what happened in this geographical sphere. This was important because economically, culturally, civilizational-wise, even in terms of science, mathematics, astronomy, we were way ahead of rest of the world at a certain time. At that time, protecting ourselves was the biggest thing. So protecting us was these two features.
So who is a Hindu beyond the geography? Because as this gentleman asks, that there is no book, we are not a codified, Hinduism is not a codified religion.
That is where, this is where the understanding is lacking. Now we were talking about Dalits and other castes.
Yes.
We must understand it's not only about Dalits. There are many caste temples where they won't allow other caste, even if they're upper caste, okay? This is because they've always been identified with those segments. Those are the religious groups. Today you're labeling all of them as caste. No, they're all individual religions with specific gods. Hindu is just a geographical identity. The fundamental…
There is no religion called Hinduism.
There isn't. Tell me where is it? Where is it?
So is it…
Where is the papacy? Where is the book? Where is a codified belief system? No. Now we are trying to do this because this effort to make Hindu into a religious group started when invasions began to happen, and they refer to us as Hindu, and they try to impose themselves. So these people started resisting, but even today they are not successful. Because it will not work, because no two people believe the same thing.
So there is no single faith.
There isn't.
There is no single
We are
faith
not
that
people of faith. This must be understood. This is not a land of believers. This is a land of seekers. Here, it is about seeking your mukti. It is not about going to heaven. It is not about going and sitting in your God's lap. This is about mukti, liberation.
So how does it, something that is so, in a sense, even abstract and philosophical, get so politicized when you have, for example, conversions today, Sadhguru? They are a huge political controversy. Then you have the Ghar Vapsi campaigns which says bring Dalits back into the Hindu fold. But nobody knows what caste are they coming back to. Are they coming back to their own caste? Are they coming back to a higher caste? If there is no one Hindu faith, then what is the conversions controversy and what is the Ghar Vapsi?
See, you need to understand this. Religion has always been used as another mode of conquest, everywhere in the world.
Yes.
All right? The only place, in spite of 1,000 years of invasion, which they could not conquer was this piece of land which we call as the Indian subcontinent, or India for that matter, right now. So right now there is a huge effort to conquer that. So there is resistance towards that. This all gets hyped as two different religions fighting. No, we don't want to be conquered by anybody because we've remained like this for 1,000 years. We managed this. When sword was put, when gun was put, we did not convert. Now money is doing it, so people are resisting it.
But do you not think that the right to convert is part of religious freedom?
It is. But how you do it is the question.
So how do you know it's only for money? You could do it for belief.
Definitely.
Or you could do it in Dalits, that your own religion or what you were born into is cruel to you.
It is very cruel. I'm telling you, The way we have been treating the people that we are referring to as Dalits, I don't want to use that word on any human being,
Yes,
okay?
yes.
Because the way we are treating a certain segment of our own population, if I was treated like that, I would also convert to something.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
But we have to change that. Conversion is not going to solve that problem because even there is segregation again. See, why I'm telling you is, this is so organic and deep-rooted. The only way to solve this is, these people, the village people, most of the people that we call as Dalits today are landless people, over 95% of them. We must educate them and move them out of rural atmosphere. This is very important.
Would you support
big
the right
numbers.
to convert? Would you support mass conversions?
Why should there be a mass conversion?
Because of the cruelty
No.
of one's
If-
faith or the
if-
freedom to propagate
No,
religion?
I would say if individuals want to convert, it is 100% individual business. But mass conversion means some kind of coercion, some kind of something is
Or a
involved.
political statement, like the Ambedkarites, for example, who
See-
converted to Buddhism.
See, Ambedkar converted to Buddha's way of life. Let's not call it Buddhism because it's again not a belief system, it's a seeking.
So
all
you
right?
have problems with mass conversions, not with individual conversions.
My problem is only this. You are trying to put people against each other, which will be play out in a different way after some time. It
And
will-
you're saying conversions do not solve discrimination.
It doesn't solve discrimination and you will lead to a civil war over a period of time, believe me. If you keep putting people against each other like this for a while, let's say somebody is being ill-treated in this thing. So you convert them en masse. So they will become proactive. It will lead to a fight that you can't solve. Once within the country these fights start, it is not easy, believe me. We must know how to handle a population which is so diverse. We must bring a certain sense of comfort to everybody and everybody must settle down. Individual people want to do whatever they want, it's up to them.
But Sadhguru, the problem is that we have issues, as you've also pointed out, perhaps because our politicians are always in campaign mode. that-
Election mode is a wrong way to be for a nation. It's a wrong way to be because no sense will come of those situations.
I agree with you, but look at the next